everybody, my name is Angelina Harden, and this is Comanche. Comanche is a BLM Mustang. BLM stands for Bureau of Land Management. Now the Mustangs have been running wild and free for 57 million years, and now they come with a brand and a certificate of title. Now my speech, the information for my speech is going to come from Mustangs 4 US, Willie Nelson's Peace Research Institute, the National Geographic, and from my own personal experiences from adopting Comanche. Now, in our speech, we're going to talk about, first, how they live in the wild, how Mustangs live in the wild. Secondly, we're going to talk about their certificate of title. And last, but definitely not least, we're going to talk about this right here. And no, he wasn't born with it. It's called a freeze mark. So, okay, let's start looking at how they live in the wild. Well, in the wild, in the summer and the spring, there's grass, there's plenty of stuff to eat. They're good to go. They got it going on. Well, in the winter, it's just not so easy. There's the snow, the ice, and they eat grass, and there's not much grass during the winter. So they'll paw through the snow and through the ice to try to get that last little bit of grass. And then when that's all gone, they'll start eating bark off trees. Depending on how small the tree is, they can actually eat the whole tree, depending on how small the tree is. Okay, so when they start getting the population up, BLM rounds them up and takes some of them and puts them up for adoption to lower the population and to try to keep them from starving. So when they round them up, they put them up for adoption. And when they put them up for adoption, you adopt your Mustang, and then after you've adopted your Mustang, you get a certificate of title. And it'll look something like this. Okay, but you won't get your certificate of title right after you adopt your horse. First, you have to wait 1 year after you've had your horse, and you'll have a vet come out, and the vet will sign a piece of paper that says that your horse has been well taken care of and it looks great. Well, when that vet signs off on it, you finish filling out the paperwork, and you send it into BLM, and then they will send you back your certificate of title. Now, on your certificate of title, you're going to have your name, your address, a description of your horse, and its freeze mark number. Okay, at this point you should be going, what is a freeze mark number? This right here on his neck. He wasn't born with it. When BLM rounds up the Mustangs, they brand them. And that's what this is, it's a brand. This first symbol right here shows that he is U.S. government property. That is a symbol that shows that he came from BLM and that he actually belongs to the government. I'm just here to take care of him. The second one shows the approximate year that he was born. Comanche's is a 9 and a 2. This last part, you're like, what is that? Well, that's like his own personal ID number. That's his registration number. His and his alone. There's not another Mustang in the world that has Comanche's registration number. So, okay, so we've talked about, we're going to have to recap what my speech was about. Okay, first of all, the Mustangs live in the wild. They're wild animals. Secondly, when they're brought in from BLM, they come with a brand and a certificate of title. Now, Mustangs are wonderful, wonderful animals. They're great, they're wonderful, really good pets, just really good all-around horses. Now, when you look back and you think, our country was born on blood, sweat, tears, and that's true of our ancestors. That's so true. But you know what? It was from their ancestors, too, that our great country came to be. So, my name is Angelina Harden, and this is Comanche. And if you have any questions, please let us know.